Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Julia Dars and this channel is about, and usually people say, what is this channel about? But in this video I actually want to leave it till the end because this was a huge shift for me, and I want to share with you this experience because honestly I think it was the most beautiful realization for me in the past couple of days. So just to give you a little bit of a content, I was sick. I got sick like a week ago, a little bit more, like 8 days ago. It went super fast. I was closing the door to my backyard and I felt that something like poked my throat. And next day I woke up with a sore throat. And unfortunately, it went down super fast and super bad. So that's why I have this amazing voice right now. It's better than it was a couple of days ago because honestly, I could have probably worked in like a call center for like adult services, and be very successful at this because my voice was something like, hi, yes, and this deep, okay. Anyway, so what this sickness did to me, it slowed me down very much. So I used to be in some sort of I don't want to say like a roller coaster, but you know how like day to day you wake up, you have to do certain things and you kind of do this on an automatic setting, not really thinking about whether or not it makes any sense to you. You just do it anyway, right? So and before I got sick, I planned podcasts and show that I started here on YouTube and interviews and this and that, and I got sick, so obviously couldn't do any of that. I slowed down and a lot, like it felt like the time just stopped. And the reason I'm sharing with you this because I really feel that it is very important for me, and it was very sensitive topic because on the market of like coaching and mentorships, you gotta have a niche and you also have to have like what exactly do you do. So I started just like kind of slowing down and also tapping into my subconscious mind with meditations and just asking myself, okay, so what is this thing that I'm super passionate about? What is this thing that I'm preaching all the time? And you know what's funny? I came back exactly where I started. So my main insight was, and it's for you right now, is that if you have a calling, if you have that feeling, the idea, the thought, whatever you want to call it, and you're so energized about it, you're so inspired by it, please just follow that calling. Don't try to like swirl or make a turn or left or right thinking that it's probably incorrect or probably there's something else. Just follow and believe your true nature. I, for some reason, didn't fully believe in my true nature. And I was trying to find something that, I don't know, makes sense, I guess, to the regular world, right? To the world with like responsibilities and this and that. And in a sense where I kind of let myself down a bit with not believing in what I believed. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. In 2019, when a pandemic hit and I moved from New York to South Carolina, I felt that being a fitness coach and nutritionist isn't fulfilling me anymore. It's not something that I'm excited about, and as much as I wanted to push myself into, I had a website, I had people, I had clients, but for some reason I just didn't feel uplifted. I didn't want to continue. So as scary as it is, with like more than 6-7 years, I guess, by that time, worth of content, and all my social media was, about fitness and nutrition, my clients, everything. I thought that I want to change my niche, right? And I couldn't understand like what that niche was, but I certainly knew that it's going to be somehow serving people, helping people. And you know how they say, just go and realize, or like ask your friends, what do you do best? And that's what I did. And they said, hey, like you really hold amazing space, if you're really amazing listener, you give amazing advice, very valuable advice, you're a very wise person, you don't judge the book by its cover. It's always easy to speak with you and open up, and it's always some sort of insight that you give me, like us, right, my friends. And I thought, okay, so something, personal development, personal growth. And I like, okay, so that's for starters. At that moment, I was going through a lot of hardship. I was in a relationship that was kind of falling apart, and I realized that it just not gonna serve me anymore. So I had to deal with a lot of stress, depression in a way, because we were separating, and it was very, very difficult and terrifying after 5 years. So it was very hard. And I started Googling and finding different ways of how to support myself, how to do maybe some sort of courses, maybe some sort of mentors that I could find. By that time, I already was reading a lot of books like Joe Dispenza, Ram Dass, spiritual development, atomic habits, anything that you feel like, personal development people who are interested in personal development should read. I already done it, and I thought of, okay, so that's kind of like one way, right? Helping people in a very difficult, I guess, situation. But then another question was kind of bothering me all the time, is that who am I? Because when I was separating from this person, from my partner, almost felt like I'm losing a huge part of myself, like a big part of myself. And I didn't really understand at that moment, but who am I? Who is Julia? Who is she? Without being a partner, without, I don't know, cooking, watching movies, traveling together, doing all this kind of, stuff, fun stuff. And I was really lost. I remember walking around my apartment complex and thinking, I don't even know, like, what can I do for this world? Because I always felt like I actually want to, not from an egotistical standpoint, like I want to change the world, right? But from very loving heart standpoint, like how can I, like metaphorically speaking, how can I change the world? How can I help this world to be better? And I, at that moment, because like I'm separating from my ex-partner, I'm also changing the career, and I moved. So all those three major stressors are in my life. And honestly, it was a very difficult time for me. And then I thought, wow, so really I started, studying a lot of different psychological models, Joseph Campbell, the hero's journey, neurological levels of Dilts pyramid. And I saw that on the top, like money, some sort of like belongings, financial things, they're all on the bottom of the existence. And on the top, there's a mission, there's always something about beliefs and purpose. And I asked myself a question, well, what is my purpose? What is my mission? Who I want to be? I really want to leave behind some sort of a legacy. I really want to be very helpful. I really want to serve people. And that really gave me the answer of, this is what I want to do. I want to inspire people and motivate them to live their mission, to find their mission, not only mission in the way of career or money, but also mission the way they, like the personal development mission, right? Like as the person who you are, as the person or as the being who interacts with the entire world, who you are, with your relationship, what is your mission there, right? What is your mission with your health? So like that umbrella. So, and I thought that I'm gonna find it for myself. And really, honestly, when I thought about this is my mission, it was done. I was like, okay, so helping people find their mission. It's funny, right? Sounds really, really funny, but like my mission is to help you find your mission. I think it's cool. But when I what happened when I realized that, obviously I thought, okay, so it could be a broader also spectrum of topics that I can work with my clients. Self-development, discipline, motivation, really the levels of consciousness, the awareness, mindfulness, right? Like there are many different topics that actually go underneath the whole thing. And I was very inspired. I'm like, okay, let's go. And I put together a Facebook group. I combined together fitness, exercises, nutrition, and spirituality, and like different practices and meditation and breath work. And it went very well. However, I don't know who told me this, but I met a person in LA, and that was the question of like, but what is your niche? Like, what is exactly you do? And maybe I just kind of took it in the wrong way. But when I said like the mission, helping people be inspired, like honestly, you don't really need a motivation if you have inspiration, right? It will drive you. And for some reason, I just like the answer was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, oh, wait a second, maybe I'm wrong. I always catch myself on a thought that there's always a clear, pure way and intention that I have. And then for some reason, I just gather all different types of opinions and fears. And boom, it becomes so cluttered that I don't really even see anymore what was that intention. And that's what happened. When I moved to Los Angeles, I started doing neurographics and being a neurographic instructor. And for some reason, I just devalued the sense of purpose and mission in anyone's life. And I thought, well, this is not a niche. People don't care about it. So, and even for myself, I derailed. I went to a different, thing, and I'm like, okay, so, but it's not it. And I got lost again. And I tried relationship niche, obviously just because, people were coming to me for coaching, and a lot of that was relationship or like self-esteem, self-confidence. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'll try myself in a relationship. And I did for some period of time. I did try it, and it worked very well, but for some reason, just deep inside, it wasn't really inspiring me. It wasn't really like, oh yeah, that's the niche, that's it. And just a couple months ago, when I started doing numeric psychology, I realized that what united all people who came for me for a consultation or ordered a service. By the way, I just came out with a new mini product, and it's amazing. It's free, and it will let you discover your success code roadmap. And I'm so excited to share this with the world and to help other people find this for them. So I'm like, all right, let me do this. And the link will be in the description below. So go ahead, click on it, and go into that journey. It's amazing, and it's absolutely free for now. So continue. When I started doing this numeric psychology, I saw that people, all of them, they were talking about mission. They're like, I found my mission, I found my purpose. And with finding my purpose, like who I am, what are my talents, what is my unique voice? I'm like, oh, wait a second. When I was sick, that's what, boom. I'm like, oh, interesting. Look at this. We kind of got back to where we started. And in Joseph Campbell's model, the hero's journey, the hero starts with the calling and status quo, and it goes all the way around the journey, comes back up, passes the death point, comes up, and this is where the hero says, right? He accomplished the journey, accomplished the quest. This is where the hero says, okay, if I knew that I would end up here, this whole thing, I would never do this. And I'm telling you, when I was on the phone with my friend and I was telling her this, it really was just the inside of insights for me. Because I'm like, oh wow, I literally came back to where I started. It inspires me to just when I have I have such chills. When I have a client with numeric psychology and I see that spark in their eyes where they're like, oh my God, yes, I've been feeling this my entire life. I wanted to do that. Oh, and it's in my chart. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. This is my mission. It's like puzzle just for them, and they live with such joy that when I am there just observing it all happen, I'm like, wow, I can do this 24/7 without stopping. And this is where I am right now. So if we go back to the beginning of this video, welcome to my channel. My name is Julia Dars, and in this channel you're gonna hear everything about mission and purpose of life, and many different other topics, of course, that requires to be there. But I'm super excited to share this with you. Everyone here on earth is so unique and so special, because if you look around, we're not in the best world right now. Wars, inflation, financial distress, mental, marriage, relationship problems, dating isn't going anywhere. And I am that person who will do everything to inspire you to find your mission, to find your way, to find your true voice, to listen to your heart, to live heart-centered life from love, from gratitude. Because when you have your mission, I cannot describe you how important is it. When I have this mission, I wake up at any time energized. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to record videos. I found my purpose. I found why do I need to sit down right now and record this video. You know, overcoming fear, overcoming this doubt. Should I do this? Should I not? Will anybody listen to this video? You know, trying to be super perfect about my surroundings and where should I shoot it. You know what? It doesn't matter, because what matters is if you hear this video and you right now go, you know what? Yes, I really believe that life will have more meaning, more colors when I have my mission. And you know what? It doesn't matter how big this mission is. It doesn't have to be I am the president of the world and I'm gonna change everything. No, as small as it could be, but the mission is from the within, is how you interact with the world, with people, how you treat them, how you treat yourself, how you treat your neighbor, your friends, your family, your job. Are you working at the job that you like, or you simply just passing by, you know? Like, all right, it's kind of safe, so I'll stay here. I'm here to say, hey, you know what? If you're afraid, for instance, to leave your job and start your own business, it's okay. As a matter of fact, I've never worked for anyone. 13 years in America. I've never been to corporate world ever. I refuse to go in that box. But I know how many people struggle with this, and I know how tough is it to feel that fire within your heart, within yourself, and not be able to express it because of society, culture. You know, we're not trying to find who to blame here, because it exists. This is the way it is. But you have your voice, you have your right, and not necessarily you have to change everything from now, like, you know, that 180-degree change, but you can at least start maybe thinking, maybe feeling, maybe letting it in, connecting with it a little bit more, because I guarantee you money won't cut it for you. Just for money, it's meaningless. But when you have that mission within you, when you understand your true talents, your true voice, your true uniqueness, and you accept it, God will show you the way. So just to conclude, thank you so much again for watching. My name is Julia Dars. And I want you to comment something down below. Do you feel that calling? Have you had that calling? Maybe you push it so down, so deep inside, and it's kind of trying to reach you and like, hey, I'm here, I'm here. What is it? Comment down below. It will be your first step towards your true mission and your true purpose in this life. Thank you so much. Also, like this video, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love you, and have a good day.